Hello everybody, my name is Skybound.
Hi Blacks.
And we've just got finished watching the 6th episode of Steins Gate.
Yes.
Reaction can be found in the description below.
Oh, we've actually remembered to say that this time.
Yes. And yeah, this episode was fairly kind of uneventful in terms of in terms of like what's gone on so far. It seems more like they're establishing more about the rules surrounding the time travelling DeLorean males.
Yes, it seems like that's all they pretty much did in this episode. I think it was something like
36 English characters, 18 Japanese characters.
It's a bit weird the disparity between that, but that could be to do with encoding the ASCII. Well, it wouldn't be ASCII; it would have been Unicode coding or something like that. A bit like how emojis take up to double the normal size of character.
But it splits them between free emails, so free D-mails even.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be like 6 characters per mail if it's a Japanese thing, or it would be 12 characters per mail if it was English.
So in other words, if we sent it by English, they could send longer messages.
Only slightly longer. From what I remember on the whiteboard, after 3 messages, it basically truncates whatever else was put in there. So if you put something that was like 50 characters long, it would still only send 3 emails with a total of 36 characters. And the rest would just be...
So anything after 36 characters would be lost, and it would have split those 36 into 3 emails.
Yeah.
So the number of emails is consistent, but the number of characters depend on the language. And what else was it? It was like, was there a time? Was there like, there had to be a time as well that it had to be done at?
The time was something like, what was it? I think it was 1 PM and 6 PM that they originally triggered them on, so they were using 1 PM and 6
Why would the times matter?
Well, I mean, it is an anime about time travel, so...
No, I mean, those specific times, though. I wonder why it's those specific times.
Maybe that'll be covered more in detail.
Maybe there's an event that happens at those particular times, or something travelling from one of those times to another time.
But I mean, it seems like they only actually did the experiment a couple of times, so I don't think time could be necessarily guaranteed to be the contributing factor. Like, to be honest, if we're talking about the time of day, we can also talk about the other consistent thing, which was opening the microwave while it was running.
Yeah.
Because that happened both times as well. On the first one, Mayushi opened the microwave because she was like, oh yeah, my tendies are done. On the second one, he just opened it and did the whole mad scientist laugh as explosions of lightning go everywhere.
It's like, you really should fucking do that in a microwave, or like even the, like...
Mad scientist Horn Kyoma does not care for your health and safety standards.
And quite clearly, he doesn't give a damn about any scientific standards whatsoever, because he's a bloody... Like, just because you're a mad scientist... Look, mad scientists generally do scientific things, but they do it to achieve mad things like bringing back things from the dead. They don't do the science crazy. The science is normally the same thing that they manage to do. They just use it to achieve insane things. Like, that's what's the mad part. It's like, I think he's got the mad part switched round. I mean, quite clearly, because the guy's a fucking idiot.
I mean, he is pretty crazy. What else happened? Oh yeah, we had more of Moeka with her constant emailing.
Why does she send emails?
Like,
No, why does she keep on sending emails? Like, I don't understand what. Like, why is she that shy? I've never met anyone so shy that they would do that. Like, I've met quite a few shy people. Hell, I used to be a shy person before starting this. Look, I used to be a shy person before starting this channel. So, but I never was like that. Never sending talking only by text messaging. Oh God. Like.
Yeah, well, I guess that's how things are. she seemed very interested in the IBN 5100.
Yeah, why would she be interested in that?
And she kept referencing FB.
What the hell?
But I don't think it could be Facebook because, to be honest, an IBM 5100 probably couldn't open Facebook. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have networking.
Yeah, and especially considering some of the libraries they use now probably wouldn't be able to run on Internet Explorer 6 for crying out loud, and that doesn't even have Internet Explorer.
Unless FB is some kind of...
it's an acronym for something, but what?
Maybe it's a code name. Maybe that organisation that Okabe is constantly talking into his phone about is actually... or maybe it's CERN. Maybe it's a kind of code name at CERN. FB.
Maybe it's a code name for CERN or something at CERN.
Yeah, maybe. So she might be a spy or something, perhaps. She's certainly weird, if nothing else.
Yeah, she's weird, but she.
Then again, everyone in the show is kind
of. She doesn't come across as a spy to me, because a spy like that would be, she's just too quiet to be a spy.
Yeah.
Well, when I say too quiet to be a spy, I mean like she doesn't talk a lot. Like she's not. I suppose that would make a good spy, but what I mean is, she's very shy. You wouldn't expect a spy to be that shy.
Yeah. What else was that? There was. Oh yeah, we finally sort of get the reason why. What they named the email, and they insert some jokes in there, like the mail that leapt through time, which I'm pretty sure is a reference to another anime that's called, I think it's The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, something like that. I've definitely seen an anime.
The DeLorean
well, yeah, that's very obvious.
Back to the Future, yeah.
Yeah, DeLorean mail or Back to the Mail, is it?
Back to the Mail, really?
Nostalgia Drive!
What the hell why would you call it Nostalgia Drive? That's that sounds like a hard drive with all retro games on. That's actually should be called retro console, Nostalgia Drive. that wouldn't be a bad name for it, or a bad name for retro game emulator, Nostalgia Drive.
Also, I have no idea what the fuck that dream sequence was.
Oh god, yeah, there's a dream sequence. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That was really sort of weird, and I feel like it was foreshadowing, especially when it did the whole turning him into like a jelly man thing.
Yeah, but...
That could have been some kind of...
Yeah, but do you really think he can be turned into a jelly man?
I don't think he could.
But somebody else that in that group of his could have.
Possibly.
Like, yeah.
I mean, it depends who...
And they were mentioning something about, like, time, space staying constant and time stretching out into eternity and ending and things like that. It's like...
Space and time have switched places.
Yeah, but what the hell would happen if you swapped space and time? That's a good question, because I don't know. I mean, this is getting into particle physics levels of craziness.
I mean, the thing is, it's one of those things where I think it's supposed to be kind of cryptic, you know? Yeah. It's like, whatever this scene it was, you know, whatever you interpret it to be, that's what it is. It's not going to be like a major factor into the story, but it is going to be something that kind of, I guess it could be more of like showing Okabe's development, that is kind of his mind slowly getting lost in this kind of obsession with time travel kind of thing. I guess it could be something like that.
I don't know. The guy is already obsessed with time travel. I don't think he can get any more obsessed.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an interesting episode. I'm curious to see what's coming next. Because this episode was relatively kind of slower in comparison.
Yeah, slower in comparison to the other ones. This is the first slow episode we've actually had. That doesn't make it a bad episode, but it's... I suppose what makes a show good is that the slow episodes of the show are still good. You know, if you can still have a slow episode, but it's still an interesting episode, then that still makes it a good show. Because there's been certain shows that don't handle the really slow paced or not so significant filler episodes as well. So yeah.
I mean, I guess all we can really do is wait until the next episode and see what is going on there.
Yeah, because again, we can't give a score for this. There's no way we could even.
It's still very sort of cryptic what's going on, but I'm hoping that soon enough we'll be starting to see more more information. There's got to be some more stuff coming to light soon enough, especially now they've actually established what the rules are for the for like the D-mail, the character length, all that sort of stuff. It must have some significance.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's episode 10, we may consider start grading it, because apparently after that, that's when things start getting real and start. So I can imagine there's obviously going to be something significant that happens at that point.
Well, yeah, but that will be to find out another week. Probably about 4 weeks from now, in fact.
Yeah,
for the time being.
Well, 4 weeks in time for us, but for everyone else, these things will probably be released to what after.
Unless you're watching this in the future, which you might be.
You will be, because we won't be releasing these until way after MLP has been.
But they could be watching it in the past as well.
What do you mean watching it in the past? How does that work?
Look.
What kind of Steins Gate bollocks is this?
You're in coma.
God fucking damn it.
They might go back to the future to watch this.
Why would you just dropping time travel names there?
Anyway, good episode, yeah. It's interesting. We will soon see more on the next episode of Steins Gate. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you at the next episode.
See ya.